Hello. Yeah, I know. I fell off the face of the planet for a wee bit. Um, so life happened, job that I'm not real thrilled about happened. Um, so we're just kind of getting back to this. I want to have a change of pace to kind of more accurately represent the way I play video games now. Or at least, I used to too, but really have kind of changed the way I play games and the way I interact with software. It's a very relaxing experience now. There was a time, first-person shooter, very competitive games, hoop and holler, shout at everything. That's fun, and there's a time for it. Hi. What's up? Anyhow, you'll from time to time get things like that, where wife comes in or kiddo interrupts. I'll edit a little bit of it out because I know you guys don't want to hear everything, and of course I don't want to post passwords or anything on the internet. But yeah, this is going to be a lot slower paced. I'll have coffee and water here. I've been told that I am a 23-year-old, 90-year-old, in that I like to take things very slow, be methodical about things, think things through before I do them. Okay, for the most part, that's true. But, that's kind of what I want this channel to be now. Let you guys know, I don't know me. And kind of the way I enjoy to play games, and I hope you enjoy it too. It should be a very therapeutic and relaxing experience. That said, the difficulty I play games on is typically not a therapeutic experience one bit. Typically I'm inclined to just slap a game on the hardest difficulty and see how long it can last. And most of the time it's not real long. But this is going to be Slay the Spire, right? So card-based, turn-based, whatever. Slay the Spire. You'll get a feel for it real quick if you've never seen it. If you haven't seen it, you know exactly what to expect here. It'll be lots of me getting my butt handed to me. But, of course, I've played this before. I've got, probably 50 hours on the Switch and 300 hours in Steam. And it's been a little while since I played the PC version. In fact, I see it's been so long since I played the PC version, there's now a fourth character. So I'll be curious to see kind of what that is. So again, a couple stipulations about how I typically play games. I'll often put them on the hardest difficulty, right? So no running it on easy first. We're just going straight to the hardest one. And we'll be doing lots of losing. Other restrictions, I typically don't use the internet for anything. No looking up how to beat something, or no spoilers, no hints or tips or tricks for doing things faster or getting better scores. It's all got to be figured out in real time. That's just kind of the way I grew up, like you grew up on the Nintendo 64, and okay, there was an internet to look things up on, right? But as a kid, parents are just like, yo, you can't be on the internet longer than, 30 minutes a day. And, as a kid, you use those 30 minutes to go to addictinggames.com and, play some stupid kitten cannon or something, You weren't thinking about, I wonder if there's any stars in Super Mario. No, you were just thrilled that your parents let you online. That and dial-up was a thing. Beep bop bop, insert best dial-up impression here. So, that said, Slay the Spire, standard, just normal run-throughs. That's the other thing. I'll do campaign games. Like, online games, cool, fine, dandy. There's a time and a place. The majority of what I play is campaign, single player, just shut yourself off from the world, immerse yourself in a game, and go. Also, side note, I really have gotten into games that have a definitive end. I like games that I can play, and there's a definitive spot where I've beaten them. There's a sense of completion there that I really like. Also, this has kind of turned into me rambling about how I like games, but that's okay, you know? This is intended to be very, very relaxing. This isn't going to be something that happens so fast that, you know, if you're not used to playing video games, you won't be able to keep up with. This is intended to be, you know, just like as relaxing as possible. So, stipulations for Slay the Spire, right? We're going to do Standard Edition. I'm going to play one character until I have beaten that character on every mode possible, on every level possible, right? So we're going to start with non-ascension, play the game as though it's fresh out the box. Then we're going to go ascension mode, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and all the way to 20. Right now, the highest I've beaten is 8. I think I'm on like 11 on the Switch or something. But that's the challenge. After we beat Ascension Mode 20 with the Ironclad, we'll move on to the Silent and third character, fourth character, right? So, that said, here we go. Embark on our journey. And hello again, Mr. Whale. So, of course, in the beginning, you're presented a couple different choices about how your journey begins. And I typically am going to make sure that the next 3 combats that I start, the enemies only have 1 HP each. It's a real great way to get your deck started, pick up a couple cards for free, and to just possibly actually even pick up a relic for free. In this scenario, I actually could pick up a relic for free here, so without even looking at the top of the map, which I'm going to do here shortly. In fact, let's do that now. Of course, I get the most annoying first boss, but that's alright. I'm going to pick that middle path, or that path that scoots along the left side, slides up to the middle. Because I am going to want to pick up a relic for free, or try to at least. So they each have 1 HP, I'll play a card on each of them and kill them both. So this Cultist Potion is new to me since I've been playing on the Switch mostly recently. Gain 1 ritual, and ritual gains strength at the end of the turn. So this is essentially a way that you can build out strength faster. That's nice. Well, first off, let's go back there. Oh. And that's the other thing. I'm going to do very little editing here. I'm going to let you guys see all the mistakes I make, all the stupid stuff that I do. Like I said earlier, I'm only going to edit out things that are sensitive, or just, you guys, they don't really progress the story, but that's, okay, cool. I definitely want the Cultist Potion, and I'm also going to pick up, I'm going to pick up Inflame. I like decks that build very quickly, that stack very quickly, in terms of how much damage you can deal, and play a very fast play style, right? So I'm talking decks that you'll play 5, 10, 15, 20 cards out of in a single turn, because it's wicked fun. So here I can trade away 16 HP to upgrade 2 cards. I don't really have a whole lot to upgrade right now, but I'm full HP, so why not? And I upgrade both my defense. Shops at the beginning never make much sense to me, because I only got 116 gold. So there's not really a whole lot to buy. I'm just kind of torn about how I feel about entering them so early. But in this scenario, like I say, there was only one possible route that would get me my third combat being an elite. So that's kind of what I took. I think I'm gonna pick up Twin Strike because it's cheap as heck and it will give me a card initially right out the gate that can deal a little extra damage. I'm gonna take that with us and continue on here. I don't have any cards I want to remove from my deck, so I'm gonna skip it. And here, of course, I'll deal damage to both, kill them both because they only have 1 HP, and clash. Like I said, I like decks that build quickly. So my knee-jerk reaction here is let's take clash, but I've also played this game enough to know if I take clash right, Cool Fine Danny gives me a card that can deal a good amount of damage, especially these early rounds. It's very handy to have, but if I get one single status effect or something in my hand, if I get a curse or if I get, you know, anything that's not an attack in my hand, and I can't play that card, I can't play attack, or I can't play clash, right? Can only be played if every card in your hand is an attack. Can be really annoying, but I kind of want the extra attack damage in my deck right now. I can always remove it later if I need to. And of course, you have 1 HP, so I get a free relic here. Kill the elite, get a relic. And Mummified Hand. Every time I play a power card, skill, attack, power, well, you know, every time I play a power card, I'll get to play another card in my hand for no energy, which, again, real handy, especially if I can build in some power cards in my deck here. Here we go. So this is a dangerous thing to pick up, Wild Strike, since I just picked up Clash, right? Add an unplayable status card, Wound, to my hand, rather to my deck. Draw those two cards together, Clash and this Wound, and both of them are useless. Now I've doubled the number of cards in my hand that are useless. I can't play anything with them, so I'm actually going to take Armaments here. Not because I want the block, but because I want the ability to upgrade the cards in my hand, so I can deal more damage, right? And the block is just kind of a nice side effect. So I'm going to upgrade a strike here so I can deal a little more damage, and then I'm going to play an extra block, so I'll only take 1 damage this turn. Also, props to, what is it, Mega Crit? The developers for this game, you guys made a wicked good game. I have spent entirely too much time playing this game. So props, guys. You've done great work. And, ooh, that was close. Actually, am I going to be able to, yes, I am going to be able to kill you this turn, so just dispatch him. You noticed I dealt 50% more damage than the card said, 9 instead of 6, because I played a card that made him vulnerable. When enemies are vulnerable, they typically will take 50% extra damage. So, what to pick here? Reckless Charge is out. I'm just not inclined to put extra status cards in my deck. Again, especially while I'm so brand new. I think, and of course I already have a Twin Strike, which, you know, you can have duplicate cards. There's nothing against it. In fact, sometimes it's very beneficial. But I'm going to pick up Burning Pact here. I want the ability to start drawing some extra cards, and I also like the fact that if worst comes to worst and I get a status card in my hand, I can simply exhaust that one card, aka remove it from my deck. So that I'll be able to play Clash again. So I'm going to keep on keeping on, see what's ahead of us. I'm going to stick to this left path here, because I want to pass through this shop before I get to the enemy, or before I get to final boss. Typically, I would farm for relics, but I've got a decent 2 power cards, or a decent 2 cards that deal sufficient damage. I've got a power card that'll upgrade my extra strength, and I've got the ability to exhaust a status card if it gets in my hand, so I can't play Clash, and I've got the ability there to draw 2 cards as well. So I'm not real inclined to fight a bunch of enemies right now, even though I would like those 2 relics from the elites. I think instead I'll upgrade the couple cards that I've got. Look, an acid slime. These guys are fun. Because they're super easy to kill. And not take a bunch of damage. So, there you go. I've done the stupid thing. Made myself draw too many cards, ran out of energy. Drew a skill, right, so I can't play Clash. And I don't have any energy to play Strike, so that was a mistake. Not my best moment there. I'm going to go ahead and play Inflame. He's still not attacking for damage, so I'm going to attack and not bother blocking. That applies some vulnerable. We'll play the Strike that I get to play for free, right, because of this mummified hand. And it will deal 50% extra damage because he's vulnerable now. Now, the wonderful thing about these acid slimes, right, once they get to 50% of their original HP, they're interrupted, right? So say he's dealing 11 attack this turn. If I can knock him down to 34 HP or below, he won't get to attack, and he'll turn from 1 enemy into 2 enemies, both of which will have however much HP he had left. So I'm going to deal as much damage as possible this turn, in hopes of knocking him down below 34, which should be easy enough. Notice he's interrupted and can't attack, and then we'll just deal as much damage as possible. So he's going to split into 2 enemies that both have 20 HP each, and conveniently enough, neither of them are attacking either. So I'm going to play Armaments, going to upgrade my Clash so I can deal a little extra damage, and shing! There we go. Coming up here in just a moment, I'm going to grab some coffee, so I'll probably, just clip out my trip to go get coffee. We'll resume right where we left off, but I'm going to go ahead and kill that one because he's about to attack me. I could play this Burning Pact and draw 2 cards, but it's, well, okay, actually, I could have the potential to draw Clash, but I still have skills in my hand, so it wouldn't do me any good anyway, so I'm just going to end my turn there. And what do we get? It's like, yeah, I can kill him this turn. Easy enough. 18 damage. You're dead. And we'll pick up... So, I like the ability to attack all the enemies at once, right? Because it's a great way to... it's just a great way to make sure that you don't get in a bind where you're fighting 5 enemies at once and you can only kill 1. But at the same time, Thunderclap only deals 4 damage. It does apply a vulnerable, which, I love vulnerable. Hey, what's up? You need me to do something? Oh, you need me to listen to something? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So I've just been informed that my wife is going to play harp. So we're going to turn the music volume down and just kind of let her serenade us while we continue this. Also, I'm going to take my coffee break here. I'm going to go grab some liquid snacks. Liquid snacks. They're not liquid snacks. Bean juice, I guess. I'll go grab some bean juice. Oof. Also, I almost killed myself. I'm going to go grab some bean juice here, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. So, got my bean juice. I hope you guys can hear my wife playing the harp in the background, because this is this is my kind of day. Coffee. It's nice and warm in here. Got some nice music. Okie doke. So where are we? Oh yes, trying to decide which cards to pick. Oh dear, almost killed myself again. I'm telling you, one of these days this TV, yes, you heard me, TV. I'm planning on a TV. That 50-ish inch TV that's just propped up on this teeny tiny little desk, because I may or may not have sold my monitor. Because again, PC gaming wasn't something I was really planning on picking up again, but kind of missed it. So we're back at it. Anyhow, again, not going to pick up Twin Strike. I've already got one. I don't really feel like I need a second one. Thunderclap I like, but Anger is kind of my play style here. Build a really fast deck, lots of free cards, just play as many in a turn as you can. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Anger. Again, want the free cards. And we're going to stick to the left here. Again, I don't really have a strong desire to fight a bunch of stuff. I'd rather upgrade the cards that I've got. Specifically armaments, right? Because it goes from upgrading only a single card in my hand for the rest of the combat to now when I play it, it will upgrade every card in my hand for the remainder of combat. I like that a lot. Here I'll absolutely trade away a little of my HP for some gold, especially since I don't plan on fighting a whole bunch of things. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade Bash, not for the extra damage, but I want the extra vulnerable there. And here, of course, I will have to fight something. That is inevitable in this game, I guess. So 14 and 12 is 26. Yeah, let's just go ahead and kill him. The Fungi Beast, when you kill them, they apply a vulnerable to you. You just saw that happen. I'm not super worried about it. These little spike slimes or whatever don't have a tendency to attack a whole lot. They'll often be there mainly for status effects and just, applying vulnerable and frail and weakness to you. So, not real concerned about it. In this case, it paid off. No reason to play that card other than I could, which in this case was a mistake because I just had to pass up 3 of my, 2 good cards. And of course we'll have to expend some stuff here to block with. It, again, doesn't impact me at all. It just could have been more efficient. Good coffee. By good coffee, I mean very weak and very bitter Keurig coffee. That is possibly my favorite way to drink coffee. People will say, oh, I like a dark, rich blend. No, I like medium roast, weak, and slightly bitter coffee. I guess that's what I've gotten used to. Anyhow, Heavy Blade. So I'm torn here. True Grit, I've already got a card that exhausts cards, and my deck's not real heavy around needing to exhaust more cards. Either work on my draw game with Warcry or Heavy Blade, which right now strength affects it 3 times, its upgraded form it affects it 5 times. Even in a fast deck like I'm trying to build. I like to have a few cards that can just clobber the heck out of somebody. So I'm going to take that. And here, I'm going to shop, see if we find anything good. Help build a fast deck with. So I'm going to pick up that, right, the medical kit. Because if I do draw a status effect, I want to be able to get it out of my hand as fast as possible. Specifically, Dazed and Wounds are a pain in the butt, especially when I've got Clash. And now that I have that medical kit, I can pick up more Clashes and not have to worry about it, right? Because if I draw those status effects, that's great. I'll just discard them. And coming up here shortly, I am going to want to pick up some more relics, right? Which I'm about to spend all my gold. Sure, I'll get more, but I'll have burned through 350 gold. I'm going to go ahead and take this Preserved Insect. Any elites that I fight going forward will start with 75% of the original HP. So, aka in this next set of floors, I'm going to try to probably farm some elites. I know they won't be as easy to kill as, of course, these initial ones, but they'll be easier to kill than the ones on the third set of floors. So. And of course I'm going to smith. There's no need to heal for 5 HP. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade... I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade Heavy Blade. I'm just a big sucker for seeing that massive number it can be. You know, when you've got 10 strength and, you know, affects it 5 times, deals 64 damage in a single turn, a single card even. It's just dumb, but it's great. I love it. So this dude, right, the Guardian, has this little number down here. After he takes that much damage, he's going to switch modes. So right now he's in attack mode. He'll switch to defense mode, where when he's in defense mode, every time I attack him, I will take damage from my own attack, right? It's 3 damage or so. It's not a ton, but in decks like this, where I'm trying to build a very fast deck and play lots of cards, you know, if I play 10 cards in a turn, you deal 30 damage to yourself. You kill yourself real quick, right? I don't have to worry about that here. My deck is not that fast yet, fortunately. But it can happen, and it's really dumb when it happens. And that was stupid. I should have played this armaments first, and to then, of course, upgrade that sword, or whatever that card was I just played. Upgrade that power I just played. Should have played armaments first, upgrade it, and then I would have had an extra strength down here. But I'm stupid, so on the plus side, I got to play armaments for free because of my bona fide hand. So again, I have to deal 10 damage, so which is really 19 because he's doing 9 block, and that should be easy enough. So that's it. Ooh, that harp in the background. I really hope you guys can hear that harp because it is mega fine. See, I just took 3 damage, which, cool, you know, I had built with a block up to take, but could be very, very bad if you weren't expecting to take it. Here, you can deal 16 damage, and I have no block in my hand. That's okay, I'm going to go ahead and eat some HP here and not worry about it. Just to start playing those cards because I want duplicates of them. And he's already at almost half health. So I'm of course going to block a little bit here, although I'm not going to need it. I specifically wanted it so that I could play that Clash, knock him back into defense mode. And let's see. So I'm going to put up a little bit of block, right, because I want to block this 9 damage, but I also want to block the 3 damage that's going to come back to me for playing that card. And of course course, now I still won't take damage. He's almost dead. This is going to be a relatively easy win. I'm not even going to worry about HP at this point. I just want to end this fight. Cool. We're good. And that is the first set of floors knocked out. Oh, poo, I can't carry the flex potion. I like that one. I'm going to toss out this energy potion. As much as I like it, not the type of deck I'm shooting for. I'm going to take double tap. So double tap will allow me to play it, and then play an anger. Double tap then plays that anger card again for me. So I'll play anger twice in one turn, which of course deals extra damage, but also gives me 2 extra angers in my deck. Right. So relic. The relics that you get after boss fights always make me, I don't know, not nervous, but they always kind of confuse me. Like, cool, gain an extra energy, but I can't get potions anymore, and potions can save your behind in a bind. Philosopher's Stone, gain an energy, but all my enemies start with an extra strength, you know, like, Which, cool, 1 strength doesn't sound like a lot, right? I know in the next set of floors, though, there's 3 birds that we're going to fight. And those birds deal 6 attacks in a single turn per bird. So it's 18 birds, or 18 birds, that'd be terrifying. 18 attacks in a single turn. And instead of 1 damage, each of those 18 attacks is going to deal 2 damage. Oof, 36 HP in a single turn you can lose, just for picking up this 1 relic. That scares the heck out of me. Or at least picking it up in my, in my current situation. If I were about to fight the final boss on the last floor, cool. What's 1 extra strength to him? It's probably going to be 1 or at most 2 enemies, and they're going to have massive attacks already, so I'm not ready to pick this up. I'm going to pick up the tiny house, because it doesn't have anything intrinsically bad about it, right? I get a potion, which whoop-de-doo. 50 gold, I'll get 5 extra max HP, obtain my 1 extra card, and then it will upgrade a random card. What does it upgrade? Just to defend, nothing fancy. I'll take my 50 gold, power potion. I think I'm going to stick with my 3 weak. What to pick up here? What to pick up, if anything? So I suppose this is a good time. You don't have to pick up a card, right? I could just totes walk out of here without picking anything up, and that's perfectly fine. In fact, sometimes it's encouraged. You don't want to clutter your deck with useless cards and then not be able to draw the card you want to draw, right? So, let's see what's in my deck. Remember, I'm shooting for fast. So I'm going to I guess I'm going to pick up drop kick. If I play drop kick to attack an enemy that is vulnerable, I get an extra energy and draw a card, right? So it's a great way to continue your attack spree. 162 gold would maybe buy me a relic here, maybe buy me an extra card. One or the other, not both. So I'm probably going to skip the store. I'm not real inclined to take that left path. Remember, here I wanted to elite farm, which I think is funny because there are maybe 4 elites in this entire set of floors. 3. There's 3. Which I guess I am taking this left path then. Pick your priority, pick your poison. I'm going to go ahead and play armaments because I want the upgrades to these cards so I can deal a little extra damage. Not just now, but I more specifically want it for down the road because this battle hopefully will be over quick, but it can go on for a little while. So here, of course, didn't draw any defense. And I play Bash, right? But it takes 2 energy, applies 3 vulnerable, which typically I like. This guy has an artifact on him, so he won't take the next 3 debuffs, the next 3 vulnerables, weakness, or status effects that I apply to it. So Bash is fine and dandy, but it's only going to deal 10 damage for 2 energy. I have better options here to gain 2 strength and then play my other cards. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Now, I forgot that I had that mummified hand. So here's half the battle here, is keeping up with all of the effects that are going to happen when you play a card after you've got a bunch of relics. It can be tough to keep up with. But thanks to that mummified hand, I can now play every card in my hand, which let's see, 12, 20, 36, 42, 44. 44 damage, or an extra 5 per card, so 44 and 20 is 64. It's not quite enough to kill him. Gain strength at the end of your turn. Poo. So I'm going to have to take 10 damage here. I think it's worth it, though, to just make this battle as short as possible. And get this done as fast as possible. Because, like I say, it could go on for a while, and this dude starts dealing some damage here. So 20 damage in my next turn. I probably didn't have to do that, looking at my next hand, but there was no guarantee that that was my next hand. So, it's whatever. I am going to take the dual wield as well, right? Because it makes a copy of an attack or a power card that I've got in my hand, which will let me also duplicate my anger or whatever card I need to. Let's see, what do I have at this shop? Here we go. I'm going to take the Clash, because again, I can exhaust any status cards now, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm also going to take a War... Do I take a War Cry or do I take another dual wield? No, I'm going to take a Finesse. I'm going to take a Finesse, right? Because Finesse not only gives me 2 block, it also lets me draw a card, and it's free. I like that. Cool. Let's keep going. And I can use my dual wield, right, to make another block. I don't know, I can't, because that's a skill. Whatever. But still, it'll be handy. Obtain a relic and a Curse of Shame. What's this map look like? I'm not going to take this deal because there aren't any shops along my path, and I can't play curses yet, only status cards. So I'm going to leave, forfeit the relic. Here we go, look, the birds I mentioned earlier. So we're going to double tap. We're going to dual wield Anger. And then, so the birds. Right, the birds, if you attack them 3 times in a single turn, they're stunned and won't be able to attack. So that's a great way to prevent them from dealing 5 damage, 10 damage to you. So, of course, Anger will get played twice because of double tap. Anger will get played a 3rd time. So now I think I'm going to use both my potions. Throw one at this guy. It'll weaken him, right? Which he'll do 25% less damage. The game... I don't recall if it always rounds down, but I know if they're at 1, that will at least change him to 0. So we're doing that. He won't deal any damage to me this turn. And then it's just a matter of who do I attack with my final strike. If I attack the guy in the back, right, since he's got that flight shenanigans, who will receive only half the damage. So I think I'm going to use it here. Oh, poo, I forgot to play my... Okay, add it to the list of mistakes. I wanted to do that, right, so I could shorten this battle. So again, get the free card because of my mummified hand. I can play now all 3 attacks, so I'm going to play them all 3 back here. Actually, no, I'm only going to play 2 of them back there, because that double strike counts as 2 attacks, right? So now he's stunned, and I can kill the one up front, meaning that I don't take any damage this turn. Real handy, right? And it sounds like wife is done with harp, so we're going to go ahead and turn this music back up. Again, if you guys couldn't hear it, sad face from me. Maybe she'll play some more for us later. Who knows? I'm going to go ahead and play my armaments to upgrade my strike. Play an extra to defend so I can block a wee bit. And off we go. Now, cool, I can play my cultist potion, but at this point, I'm most of the way through the battle. And I seem to be faring pretty well, so I'm going to save it for later. So I'm going to take 10 damage. I don't have any blocks in my hand. I can play Burning Pack, throw a card out of my deck, and hope that I get some blocks here. Or I can just accept it that I'm crap out of luck and take some damage. I'm going to do it. We're going to toss out Bash. Okay. So that actually worked out really well. Because now I'll be able to deal enough attacks that he's stunned. Actually, I think I could have done that before. Actually, well, no, it wasn't guaranteed. It was possible before, but it's guaranteed now. So, whatever. I'm going to play Finesse just because I want to see what cards I get. And we're just going to go ahead and kill them both. Cool. And that's birds without taking any damage. Do I want the extra inflame or the extra anger? Strength doesn't do you any good if you don't have attacks, so I'm taking the attack. Taking the extra anger. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so 50% chance that I will become cursed, but I'll obtain a relic. What's the curse? The curse is Writhe, which just is innate, meaning that you start your combat with it in your hand, and it's unplayable. So it doesn't have any negative effects other than it takes up a card in your hand. Knowing that I have to fight 2 harder elites, I'm not inclined to do that. But it is also a free relic, right? Which would help. I've got 23 cards in my deck. You draw about 5 a turn. I mean, you can draw more if you've got some draw cards, right? But, so I figure 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll call it 5. 5 turns before I have to shuffle my cards back in. So I'll draw it once every about 5 turns. I can live with that. Cool. So we got Maw Bank. Every floor that I climb, I gain 12 gold until I buy something from a shop. And there are no shops on my path, so we'll get a good amount of gold here. Only catch is... Wait. Oh, cool! I didn't get cursed. Great. I was like, where's my curse? I didn't get cursed. Awesome. So I was in the 50% that didn't get a curse. I will get to play everything in my hand here. So I'm going to go ahead and kill this dude. And then just attack everything on the criminal leader, right? Because the smaller fellows here are minions, right? And when you kill the minion's master, the minions run away. So you don't actually have to kill all of them. You just have to kill the master. Oh, excuse me. So, not a great hand. We're just going to have to apply a rash. I could play dual wield, but it's not going to do me much good. So, that's that. Okay, so this is what I'm kind of talking about earlier when I was like, cool, you know, you want some cards that can attack all the enemies at once, because here we're starting to pick up some enemies. There's four on the turn, or four on the field at once, and that's... I'm going to play finesse, because I want to know what card I'm going to get, and I want the 2 block regardless. I'm going to play armaments. I want to upgrade my cards. I'm going to play... no, I'm not. I'm going to take the extra energy here, drink this energy potion. It gives me back 4 energy. I'm going to use part of it to play Burning Pack. See what cards I get. Good. Good, good, good. So I'm going to play double tap. My next 2 attacks, right? I upgraded the card with armaments. My next 2 attacks are played twice. So I'm going to play Heavy Blade. I'm also going to play Clash, which, fortunately enough, works out perfectly, because that was the exact amount of damage I needed to deal. There you go. Pantograph, yes. Yes! Every time I enter that final boss fight at the end of the set of floors, I'll heal 25 HP, so no worries from me. Go ahead and pick up that strength potion. Do I want the extra anger, or do I want extra attack strength? Oh, or do I want to be able to draw? See, this is where things get tough. When you're starting to build out the deck and you've gotten to the point where you've got a lot of good things going for you, I think I'm going to pick up the extra strength card here. Right, because I haven't really built much of a boost to this Heavy Blade, so it's just kind of eh. And kind of same thing with the angers. Like, I can make a good number of them, right, because anger will duplicate itself. And then I've got a dual wield, so I can make extra copies of it. If I upgrade dual wield with armaments, I get 2 extra copies of anger when I play it. I'm going to take the strength card here. And of course, there's no need to rest. Nothing to rest for. I'm going to upgrade my... Do I really want to do that? Yeah, I'm going to upgrade my dual wield. So I'll get, instead of 1 copy, I'll get 2 copies of a card when I play that dual wield on it. Just in case I don't get the chance to play armaments on it and upgrade it manually. There we go. So dual wield, play it on anger, so I'll get 2 extra copies of anger. I want to play Burning Pact and Exhaust to defend just to see, yeah, what I can get. I'm going to play that double tap here. Right, so now I've got a lot of copies of anger in my deck. So I'm glad I picked up that attack, because this anger scales pretty quickly. Yeah, I want the block. Good gracious, I want the block. And Clash will let me kill one of them, so I don't take any damage this turn. And this is what I'm talking about, where I only have 4 strength, right? Which normal attacks would make deal 9 or 10 damage. Heavy Blade's like, yo, you deal 34 damage this turn, fam! So, I like that a lot. let's see, 2, 2 is 4, 4 times 5 is 20, it's 54. It's not quite enough to kill him. I'm going to have to take some damage here. The question is, do I use my strength potion and my inflamed to pick up some damage, or do I just try to shorten the match, or do I just kind of suck it up and say, well, this is going to take longer? What's coming? If worst comes to worst, and this guy I'm fighting right now just kind of clobbers me, I can fight one more enemy and then go find a rest site. And then that second elite I'll just pick up on the back side of things instead of picking him up before. So I'm going to risk it and say I'm not going to bother playing my strength potion. I'm going to save it. And just eat this 20 damage he's about to give me. Okie doke. So this is real nice. Armaments upgrades all the cards in my hand. Defend, so I can play Clash, because now all the cards in my hand are an attack, and then just go at it. Literally just wreck his face. Cool. So that's fun. I'm really starting to get into the type of decks that I like to play now. So, do I want to add another spot weakness? So what I don't want to do is draw both of them on the same turn, the enemy not be attacking, right, so I couldn't gain any attack with them, or draw them both in the same turn and then only have one energy left to do something else with. Not real great, so I'm gonna skip them both, I think. So every 3 turns, rather every 3 times that I shuffle my draw pile, gain 2 energy. Not my favorite relic. It just kind of works great for small decks, though. Or I guess decks that play real fast, kind of like this one. But my deck's not that fast yet. So I am, of course, going to block. I'm going to just deal as much damage to this guy up front as possible. Not a great opening hand, but, you know, life happens. Cool. So I'm going to gain my strength right out the gate there. I'm going to play dual wield because I want my 2 copies of Anger, which will let me kill Bird Dude. I'm also going to play a Burning Pact here and Exhaust to Strike. What is this button? Oh, that's new. Useless, but new. Yeah, because I want to see if I can draw maybe this second Anger or maybe a Clash to deal even more damage on this turn. And I didn't. In fact, I drew Inflame, which didn't really want to do because I could use the extra strength later, but whatever. We'll just kill the birds. Don't take any damage this turn. Just keep on. Okay. Play my finesse. I want to draw. This is an absolute... Okay, so here's the downside of Clash. I've got 4 skills in my hand and only 3 energy. I can't play this Clash. So this is a wasted turn. Can't do anything. It's unfortunate. So this is nice that I can just kind of play... Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb. So this chosen dude, right, applies a hex to you. So every time you play a card that's not an attack card, sticks a dazed in your deck. So I was just like, oh, no worries. It's kind of stupid, but I can play this medical kit, or I can use this medical kit to just take these dazed cards out of my deck. Well, that's true, but dazed is not an attack card, so you'll just put it right back in your deck. Should have just waited till the end of my turn. They would have gone away, but whatever. Sorry. And then, of course, I'm just going to have to eat this 16 damage. Note to self, don't play those dazed cards. Just let them evaporate. Those dazed cards, by the way, are ethereal. That's why they go away at the end of your turn. Let's see what extra cards I can draw. We're going to... Ooh. Yeah, I guess. We'll forfeit the defend. I had a feeling I'd draw another one. Not that I wouldn't like to have played both of them, but I think I just want to get this battle done with. Because I very well could have drawn more dazed cards and not have been able to do much this turn. Fortunately, I think I'll be able to kill him, yeah. So do I want to pick up Brutality? And let me draw an extra card at the start of my turn, and it'll just make me lose 1 HP, which it's 1, you know, I've got 85 of them when I'm full. I think so. I think that'll come in handy. And then, of course, he didn't clobber me too much, so I think we'll be okay to fight this second, you know, dude. However, I am starting to get a little worried because he's going to deal 21 damage to me. I could block most of it, but then I won't be able to attack at all. I'm gonna... Do I wait? No, I am going to block all of it. And then just play my anger. You know me, lead with the cards that are free to play and that don't have any unfortunate side effects, typically. Play armaments, I want the block and want to upgrade things. Play in flames, so I get the extra strength, and... yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and play my ritual and my extra strength potion. I want the ability to attack as powerful as I can, get this fight done with. Because if not, he's going to deal a lot of damage real quick. So you saw I drew 3 cards there. The first time I take damage in a combat, I'll draw 3 thanks to that Centennial puzzle. I think that's the first time that's actually happened, which surely not. I must not have realized before. So here we go. Gain 4 strength. That affects Heavy Blade 5 times. Although I won't be able to play anything after it, right? So dumb. I'm gonna be 3 HP short. I'm just gonna go ahead and drink that healing potion, whatever it's called. I can't play this clash because I have skills in my hand. So unfortunately, I'll just have to eat some more damage. I should have led, should have drunk that strength potion and the ritual earlier. Could have avoided that damage, but live and learn, I suppose. I want the extra anger. I'm a 5-year-old, I know. I like cards that are fast. And what you got? Anything good? Quite honestly, not really. I'm not going to buy anything. Plus, I want to keep this mall bank, racking up some coin. What can I upgrade? I am going to upgrade Brutality. Just becomes an 8, so I'll start my combats with it, meaning that I don't have to wait for it to come around. Just kind of boost my ability to draw extra cards. I love this event, because I can upgrade all my strikes and defends at once, guaranteed that they'll deal more damage and block more damage. Remember that I have this pantograph, that the moment I hop into this boss fight I'm about to enter, I'm going to heal 25 HP. So I don't have a real strong motive to rest here. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade another card. I know it sounds kind of foolish, but I don't think it's going to be as foolish as it sounds. I think that's the story of my life there. I'm going to be less foolish than it sounds. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this double tap. So the next 2 attacks I play after I play double tap will get played twice. AKA, play anger twice. That'd be nice. Go ahead and exhaust that. That was more foolish than it sounded. Also, the music for this game. Ooh, it's good. It's good. Again, props mega crit. Upgrade all the cards in my hand at once. Take the extra strength, which again, modified hand makes a card free to play there. Play the defend, so I can play all of my clashes. And what to do? Hey, what's up? I'm also going to drink this energy potion because I want to be able to play my 2 strikes, and I'm going to go ahead and knock out one of them. And we'll go ahead and kill the second one too. Why not? I want to see what's up, and yikes. Go ahead and put a vulnerable on you and block a little bit. Okay, dual wheel. Ooh, this is going to be a nasty combo. So dual wheel, I'm going to take my angers and make 2 extra copies. Play my double taps. The next 2 cards I play get played twice. And we're going to play lots of anger this turn. That's a fun combo. And play my defend so I can play my clashes. This is where the damage from the vulnerable really starts to stack up. What you working on? What you working on?
Cleaning out junk.
Ah, yes, cleaning out junk is a good thing.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to play this spot weakness to get an extra 4 attack. Unfortunately, I am weakened. So this heavy blade doesn't look quite as ridiculous. I'm still going to play it. And I'm just going to have to eat 31 damage. Should be okay here, unless my next hand just stinks. But yeah, no, we'll be okay. Draw the extra card, upgrade everything. Played those defends for no reason whatsoever. I could have just very well have played my drop kick or whatever it is, but dual wield the anger again, make some more copies, and kill the master back there. What, the collector was his name? But that is that. So, I'll lose a second HP and draw another card, and it's not what I want. Barricade's wicked cool. Of course, not lose your block at the start of the turn, but my deck's not real block heavy, so I'm going to skip everything altogether. Right, because feed, I don't need any extra HP. Not for another card that's just going to clutter up the deck. I don't really want to transform all my strike and defend cards. I kind of like knowing what's coming. Gain energy and can't see intense. Not being able to see what the enemy's going to do, despite the fact that I've played this game so much and practically could guess and be right 80% of the time, it still worries me, because I don't know an exact number for how much damage they'll deal, so I don't know how much block I need to play. And then Calling Bell, I love that I'm going to get 3 relics here, but also get 3 curses. Fortunately, I get to negate my next 2 curses, so I'm taking that one. What is this? This is new. Can't be removed from your deck. Oh, that's unfortunate, because that was totally my plan, was to remove it from my deck. Okay. Playing the Switch version kind of gets you spoiled. Ancient Tea, Ornamental Fan, and the Mango. Hey, look, I got the extra HP anyway. Every time I play 3 attacks, gain a block. That'll work in my favor, because I play a lot of attacks every turn now. And of course, after I leave a rest site, I'll start with an extra 2 energy. So, this is the final act. I guess I could call them acts instead of sets of floors. You know, whatever. Whatever. So, strategy here. Final boss, I can play 12 cards before he automatically ends my turn. So I'm not liking that one bit. That's just what this guy is. Specifically, that card counter doesn't reset at the end of your turn. Right, so if I play 11 cards one turn, the first card I play on my next turn ends my turn. Really bad. Really, really bad. So instead of building speed here, right, instead of picking up extra cards that are free, I need to start building attack power, so that the cards I do get to play kill things faster. Plus, that'll make heavy strike, heavy blow, heavy blade, heavy blade much more powerful, a lot faster. So I'm gonna stop. I don't want to really fight these elites, so I'm gonna loop around them. I'm gonna pass through both of those campfires, past the third one, but that doesn't let me use any of my gold. I think I'm just gonna have to hope and pray that one of these question marks along the way is gonna be a shop. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. So, here we go. Playing a Brutality, of course, which makes a card free. We'll exhaust a card. Pick up some, and attack some stuff. So these guys, it is of course very beneficial to kill them all very close to one another, in time at least, very close in time to one another. Because if they stay dead for too long, they'll bring themselves back to life. Yeah, not good for me. So, I'm gonna do a thing here. Apply a vulnerable, gain an extra energy back. I definitely could have played that better. Could have played that better. Well, live and learn. I should have... I don't know. Could have played that better. That's the end result. Take a lot of damage here. Dual wield. Instead of dueling Anger, I'm going to dual wield Clash. I think I can kill him practically this turn. Play my double tap. right? Oh, and of course I have to play my finesse to get all the attacks in my hand. Or only attacks in my hand. Go ahead and kill this middle one. And there we go. All dead in a single turn. Could have done that better, but, you know, it's whatever. Don't want any of those cards. And that is where I'm going to pause for a moment and take a restroom break. Just gotta pee. Okey-doke. And let's finish this final act. So keep on going up the left side here. I think I'm just going to choose to lose 5 max HP, since that mango that I got earlier, you know, really kind of negates that. I am going to fight these people. This is me being a little reckless. I want the extra relic. Don't tell anybody. Of course, I'm gonna take a good amount of damage too, so meh, you know, it's unfortunate. Is it worth a relic? I think so. We'll find out when we're done. Play the defend. I'm gonna want it, and play Burning Pact. Just gonna get rid of a strike. Cool, so now I've got only attacks in my hand. No, I've got yes, play double tap, and then I have only attacks in my hand. It's like, I'm not playing this. So now, I'll just attempt to kill one of them and play my anger. There we go. And, of course, thanks to my ornamental fan, I got 12 block that turn. It's real handy. Dual wield the anger. I'm going to see 12 and 50% is 18. 18 times 3 is 54. 54 and 16 is 60. Yeah, it's not going to be enough to kill him. Be 70. I think it's still my best option, though. Well, 16 block and take 5 damage. I'm gonna block. And then play my angers, of course. Oh, I forgot. There you go. See, again, real tough to keep up with all the effects sometimes. I'll be exhausting these, thank you. That medical kit is coming in handy. Go ahead and upgrade everything and do a little more blocking. Guess what I'm exhausting? And there we go. So, all in all, I think it worked out better the way I played it. Could be wrong, but add that extra anger to our deck, and choose one of 3 random colorless potions. These potions have changed quite a bit since I played on PC last. Hey, look, I feel like I just had this fight, but whatever, sure, why not? And then just block. does that mean? Why is it yellow? Does that mean it's applicable or something? What does yellow mean? Is this like a recommendation system? Like, hey, we recommend you play this card. Like, what? I've never seen that. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Well, yes, I am going to play you because definitely that's a thing we should do. Exhaust the status effects. Of course, I want to double tap dual wield Clash. Get the extra strength. Then just that there was no need to do all that. I could have just killed him, but you know, why not make things fancy? Do I want to take this flex with me or not? Sure, we'll bring it with us. Because again, I need to build the strength of my deck, not the number of cards that I can play. So, but I remember that last boss is going to be very heavily dependent on how much damage I can deal and not how fast I can deal it. Go. Just get those skills out of my hand. And then we'll just attack as much as we can. I've got 3 skills in my hand. I lose all my energy, and I'm gonna have to draw 2 cards. I can exhaust one of the skills, right? I just hope I don't draw a second one. Cool, I didn't. We'll double tap the next 2 attacks, which lets me deal a good amount of damage. Although I'm also going to take a good amount of damage. Oof. Oof from me. Pretty much have to kill him this turn or I'm dead. I'm going to dual wield. Definitely dual wield. Play our flex. Cross our fingers and our toes. Can't do it. Can't do it. 24, it's 29. Oof. I'm going to live, but just barely. What a disappoint. What a disappoint. I'll kill him. So, a little close. Little close. I don't want any of those cards. I am definitely going to heal myself here. I'd be a moron not to. An absolute moron not to heal myself. Oh. Okay. Off to a not-so-hot start here. I'm really struggling with my draw game. I think that's what's killing me. Just can't draw enough cards to have them in my hand. I'll go ahead and try to block everything I can here. And kill this guy. Right. Fewer enemies to deal with next turn. So I'm going to take a guess that they're going to upgrade themselves, you know. So I'm going to intentionally attack the one in the back because he doesn't have any block. I know it's only 5 damage, but I want to try to kill anything I can next turn. Yeah, I'm dead. Go ahead and play this. Actually, I think I can live. I'm gonna double tap Heavy Blade. And I'm gonna block. I can't believe I'm actually gonna live here. Oy. Oy, 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 oy. Yeah, there's all the anger. That would have been useful earlier. Ooh, what is that? Exhaust any number of cards. That's neat. I'm gonna pick up a Pummel Strike because I want to be able to draw more stuff. And again, would be absolutely moronic not to heal here. I'm totes gonna pass through the next campsite. Yes, please, thank you. Ooh, that's what I wanted, yes. Do I heal here? That is the question. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I'm gonna pass through all those question marks, and if I don't get hurt, we'll upgrade a card on the backside of things. Yes, please, free gold. Ah, yes, this dude. So he automatically dies after 5 turns, and every damage you deal to him removes a strength point from him. So aka, if I deal 30 damage to him this turn, he won't deal any damage to me. Which I have 5 energy, so I will absolutely deal 30 damage to you. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum. So notice there I kept Pommel Strike till the end because I didn't want to draw, there you go, a skill and then not be able to play all those clashes that I just walloped him with. Order you play your cards in definitely matters sometimes. So literally there I'm just boosting my attack power so I can clobber him and not have to worry about, you know, not dealing enough damage. 60 damage this turn, and I drew crap cards. Let's go ahead and play this colorless potion and see what I get. Cool, I'll take the 20 free damage. That sounds like a good deal. We're gonna draw some and just forfeit this drop kick. He's not vulnerable anyway. I forgot that that exhaust lets me do that, and that will make 0 damage. Okay, and last turn, and he's dead. Go ahead and draw my cards. Yes, please. Free attack. And I will have more than enough attack power to slaughter you. Cool. And now you're dead. Great. Life goes on. Do I want a second dual wield? Sure, why not? And again, we're hanging left here. Don't want to fight those elites, but oof. I do have to fight stuff. I'll take extra copies of a free attack. Please and thank you. So nice thing here is that at least since I have this helix fossil up top, or fossilized helix, I had a buffer that just kind of absorbs my first bout of damage during a combat. I'm going to play my random cards, apparently is what I'm doing. Hey, look, a Kindle. My wife just found her Kindle and is all excited. Huh, that's neat. It's dead, but cool. I'm gonna play double tap, just because I can, and put on this guy in the back. And of course, I still have a skill in my hand. That was not how you should play a hand, but it happened, so whatever. Play all my stuff here, specifically so I can play Clash and don't take as much damage. Cool. Yeah, I'll take some, but life goes on. Need some extra coffee here in a moment. Go ahead and draw my extra cards. Go ahead and upgrade everything. Just trying to figure out how I can kill this spiker without taking 7 points of damage every time I attack him. I could wait and build my strength until I can kill him with a single attack, but that would take forever. So I'm just going to eat that damage and die, and kill him. Sure. Build my draw game a little more before I have to face this last guy. Again, shouldn't really be doing that, but it's, you know, I should be focusing on building my attack power. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to toss this artifact potion. I really probably won't need it. I'm going to take this flex potion. Also going to toss this exhaust potion. Take the fear potion with me, because I'll be able to apply a vulnerable to him. Okay. Is there anything in my deck I want to remove before I start this? Everything looks pretty decent. I definitely want this bag of marbles. How a bag of marbles applies vulnerable to him. I guess he maybe trips and falls in the marbles or something. I don't know, but I may as well take this blue candle with me. There's not really a need, but I can take Rupture with me. That way when I lose an HP at the start of my turn, I'll get an extra attack power, or an extra strength. Sure, why not? I've got money to spend, may as well. You know? So, here we go. I'm going to heal 25 HP, so I'll be at 81. I'm going to upgrade a card. Upgrade Rupture, so I don't have to play an energy to use it. And I can play it whenever I draw it. Not have to worry about it. Look at that, first turn. Cool. And just build out that anger as fast as possible. If I were smart, I would have played my flex potion before all of that, but whatever. Because now I can only play 3 cards until my turn auto ends. Fortunately, he's not attacking this turn. Man, again, if I were smart, I would have played Armaments to upgrade that card first. I'm gonna bash you and then use that last free card to end my turn with. So now he's got vulnerable on him. I'll get to deal damage faster, which again is a good thing. Or, you know, deal more damage with fewer cards, which is a good thing. 42 damage. Good God, man. Let's play Finesse. I'm going to draw that card, see what it is. It's useless. Not useless, but not great. Of course, I want to play the Defend, so I can play my Clash. I guess I'm just going to play the rest of my cards. 5 is 25. That's 50 damage. I'm going to wait and see if it comes back around again. Ooh, that was dumb. Okay, just make this how not to fight the final boss. Praise be he's not attacking on the turn that I can only play one card. Whew, that was lucky. Okay, so play that armament, upgrade all the cards in my hand in hopes that I'll get some of them again. I've got to have some block this turn. So let's put this vulnerable back on him. Let's go ahead and play... No, let's go ahead and play the Flex Potion. Let's go ahead and play this. Play the Pommel Strike because I want to draw some cards. Am I going to be able to kill him this turn? Yeah, I can. Easily. Nice. Cool. And that is a victory for non-ascension modes. There we go. Cool, and that is the end of numero uno. So Ascension Mode 1 will be coming up next. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice afternoon. Peace out.